Hello everybody, welcome to Acorn and Oak and today's video. Today we're going to be making some pheasant feather napkin rings. Now I got this napkin rings in a set of 6 off eBay. If they're still available, I'll link them below. I have made other gosh, I'm all tongue tied today, crafters. I did make these candy corn variants. I just simply painted the base orange and then glued on these resin candy corn, and then I made some black bat themed. Now on the inside of this it was very rough and I didn't want it to snag and rip my cloth fabric napkins, so I put a very thin layer of air dry clay on the inside so it's nice and smooth, and I painted those black, painted the MDF black, and then used a bit of gold wax around the edges. So that's those two. Quick explanation of those two. Now I need to see if the inside of these is rough, which it isn't, so that's fine. That's absolutely fine. That's not going to affect, I don't need to put any air dry clay on the inside of these ones, but I am going to paint these a dark brown, and this is burnt umber, I believe. Yep, burnt umber, because if any of the wood shows through, I'd rather it show through the darker brown colour than this light wood tone that it's currently got. So I'm going to quickly paint the insides, the side, all the way around in this burnt umber, and then we'll get to creating these napkin rings. I've just given them a rough coat. They're not exactly perfect, but I didn't want them to be totally covered because you're not going to see a great deal of it, just in case you saw a bit through the feathers. So these feathers are obviously too long, so I am going to have to snip them down. I'm not discarding the fluffy back end of it because they may come in handy either for another craft or for this craft later on. I may alternate the kind of back end to the and then the front end, back end, front end, if you know what I mean. So let me just, if I just put a tiny bit of glue on, in the center, and then start with this one, push it down slightly, and then use the one that we cut. I don't want a long back end on it either. And then back to the front end. Come here, you. And then back to the back end, and I may even do them so they go at a slight angle from each other. So a bit more hot glue, and then I'm going to offset. I think that's what I'm going to do, but being careful not to touch the hot glue. Okay, let's cut up some of these feathers so we get a back end and a front end. think I'm going to go in and add some of the front end of the feathers to this side. Just going to put a dab of glue on them. Yeah, and the reason I've decided to create these is because feather napkin rings are extremely ridiculously expensive. And I know I can make it for a hell of a lot cheaper. Some of these small ones I may even put in as they are. This is one of those messy crafts. Okay, I'm liking that. I like that a lot. So I'm just going to continue to feed in some feathers. Both back and front ends. And there we have it, crafters. Some really cheap, about £2 approximately, and I have some very unique pheasant napkin ring holders, or pheasant feather napkin ring holders. So thank you very much for joining me today, and you'll see me again very soon. Take care now.